And would you take a look at this? At my church potlucks, they went crazy. Our scallop cheesy casserole, which is excellent. Now, believe it or not, while this is going to cool for a few minutes here, it's interesting because our scallops bordelaise is actually all ready to go. And we're going to take and just to put that right on this dish here. All right. Got a flying scallop. And we're going to take a break in just a moment here, but you know, when we come back, I have an elegant dish for you. It is a scallop in a crimson red sauce that is really, really elegant. So stick around, don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment. And we have our scallops bordelaise right here. Today is all about scallops. Folks, stick around, it's flavorlicious. Hello, welcome back. I'm Tene Shake of Coastal Cuisine, and today is all about scallops. So we've just finished our wonderful scallop bordelaise and our wonderful cheesy scallop casserole. So we're just getting ready to make our third dish here, which is our scallops over a crimson red sauce, which is excellent. So before we get started, because I've been touching scallops so much, I want to wash my hands, just get them nice and clean, and so we can take and cut our beets. And I love scallops. They are wonderful. We have bay scallops, we have sea scallops, and we're getting ready to make a wonderful, elegant dish that you can do at home. Now, we have beets here, and most people are not familiar with cooking beets, but they are excellent. Matter of fact, they are the sweetest, highest sugar content of any vegetable. And matter of fact, not only are they high in sugar, but get this, is this a kick? They are low in calorie. Can you imagine? High sugar content, low in calorie. Hey, that's a combination that not even Las Vegas can be. So we're going to take and work with these beets here. And I have taken the beets and we have taken, just scrubbed them. We cut the stems off. And I actually roasted them in the oven for almost 1 hour on a 350-degree oven. So it took the beet and just caramelized it so it gets that nice rich flavor that we're going to get out of the sauce. So we're going to have a little bit of sweetness to it. We're going to have some great seasoning with some seared scallops, and you're going to love it. Now, when you're dealing with beets, unfortunately, it will stay in your hands, so I'm putting on some of the gloves here because we don't want to get that beet all over you. So if you give me just a second here, we'll get these gloves on, and I do recommend that you always keep these at home because they do come in handy. All right. And yes, they're a pain to get on sometimes. So, all right, and I have a paring knife over here. And this paring knife works out really well for me because it allows me to have a little bit of control when I'm cutting the beets. And for those of you that are just coming and seeing the show for the very first time, I made this cutting board in 7th grade. I still have it today, and it always reminds me of the great memories that I had in school. So before I start cutting, let me get this pan heated. And I want to get about a medium high. We kind of want to get this screaming hot a little bit, kind of a nice volcanic heat. And we're going to take these nice roasted beets. We're going to cut it right down the middle. And we're going to take and just make some nice incisions here. And this is a really great sauce. So just cut some little cubes on there. They don't have to be really a fine, fine dice. And once they've been roasted, the peel comes off very easily. And we're going to take and just slice right through there. And actually, this recipe calls for 2.5 beets. So we're going to cook those down and puree them. And I can see that my pan is starting to get a little bit hot. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take some of this nice Monterey County Chardonnay, and I am going to put a cup of that in there. There we go. Get a little bit of a sizzle there. And I actually have some shallots that we're going to add. About a quarter cup of shallots. And we're going to put in 1 bay leaves and get that going. And in just a moment, we'll add a little bit of chicken stock with the beet. So let's finish cutting our last beet and see how that's getting kind of red and messy over here. But it's okay to get messy in the kitchen. You got to do that. All right, cut that down. Again, we're going to cut and just do kind of a small dice. And you know, beets are kind of something that most people, they only eat them usually with salads or on the buffet line. And they're usually canned, but you know, they always have a natural sweet flavor to them. And I think that that's one of the great things that I've always loved about beets. Okay. We're going to take and let this reduce a little bit, and probably about a third. And I want to get that heat up just a little bit. See those nice red hands on it? Well, the sauce is going to be elegant. It's going to be rich. It's going to be flavorlicious, and you're going to enjoy this. And this is something that once you learn how to do this today, you're going to be the hit of your neighborhood. So we have that starting to cook down a little bit. And now I want to take and add a cup of chicken stock. Now you can get this, they make some great chicken stocks that you can get at the grocery stores. And just pick up your favorite one. And I might have some suggestions for you. You can visit my website, which is coastalcuisine.com, and I have some great recipes on there that you'll be able to get. Okay, so we're going to drop that in, and we're just going to let that get nice and hot. At the same time, we're going to add our beets right into it, and we're going to cook all that down. Okay, set that back here. I can now take my gloves off. All right. And my hands are nice and clean. Okay, so we're going to let this cook down a little bit. And actually, I have just a little bit of wine left, so I want to just pour that out so I can let this bottle go. All right. Now, I think one of the great things with this particular dish, again, it has a great flavor to it. It's low in calorie. We're going to take and make some nice seared scallops that are going to go on top of it. And it really is just something that is very, very elegant. You're going to be very surprised at how great this dish tastes.